got a pink candle, which is the strongest down candle you can have on the Maverick AI Pro. You have a red background. You're underneath your cloud. Your Maverick Multi-X, that panel at the bottom, it's all red. 30 formulas. The 1 minute, the 2 minute, the 3, the 5, the 10, the 15, they're all red. All right, so we only have one contract still on, but we're up about $1,400 more on that one contract. We got the down arrow and we got the pink bar. Whew, man, look at that. This is awesome. Bright green candle, the strongest Maverick AI Pro candle you can have to go up. Maverick Multi-X is completely solid green, no signs of red whatsoever. Hey traders, in this video, I want to take you through a quick tour of the Maverick AI Pro. This is an indicator that could change the game for you, okay? So before I kind of walk you through the indicator and everything, let me show you my chart real quick. All right, so what are we looking at here? This indicator is a color-based indicator, meaning that when you're trading, you don't want to think too much, or at least I don't want to think too much. I just want the colors to guide me. I want it as visual as possible. And I'm going to walk you through this indicator on some following slides, but I want you to see this chart right now. And then once I teach you what these things are as quickly as possible, we're going to come back to this chart. I believe you will never see a futures chart the same way again. So this is color based. Gray bars are neutral. Bright red is your second most powerful down bar. You can look at all these down arrows, just telling you we're going down, we're going down. Look at this, big flush down. Now, when you see pink, we mean business, right? Pink means sink. Okay, so trading is a probability game. When we see pink, we say, oh, might sink. And you see, we just go straight down. You got all these signal arrows and everything. Now, bright green means up. So we come up. Look, we went from pink to red to gray to green, and we came up here. And this is just about closing in the market. But look at this. Look at right now, live while I'm recording this. The market is back open, and look at this. Bright green, bright up green arrows, just telling us you don't see any pink here, you don't see any red here, you don't see any gray here. We're just flying straight up, and this is a from open 62.23 to 62. So what is that? $15 move. $15 move. That's 60 ticks. Are you kidding me? Look at all these up arrows. Look at this bright green. So let me walk you through the Maverick AI Pro, and then we'll come back to this chart and I'll show you some stuff. All right. So what is the Maverick AI Pro? Essentially, what it is it's a formula that we came up with to determine many, many things. And really, at the end of the day, we just want to determine one thing and one thing only, and that is what? Direction and the power of that direction. So once we had our formula, we went into research and development, and we ran this thing through artificial intelligence like you wouldn't believe. So this is a formula by traders and then enhanced with artificial intelligence. And I think you're going to love what you see, and it could give you your next edge. All right. So bear with me for like the next 2 minutes, because I do need to explain a couple of things about this indicator. And then I'm telling you, you're going to see the chart in a different way. All right. So this is a color-based indicator, meaning I just want to look at the chart and know, are we going up or are we going down? Okay. So our strongest up candle is a bright green candle. Strongest up candle is a bright green candle. Your second strongest up candle is a dark green candle. Okay, strong up candle. Your strongest one is bright green, dark green for second brightest. If you have an indecision or you start reversing, you start losing your trend, the bar will show gray. Okay, this is easy stuff to see, right? Bright green, or like its probability is high that we're going up. Gray, probably don't want to mess with it. Okay. Pink, we say pink, it might sink. All right. So, and we say might because it's the market, right? It can do anything at any time. But your strongest down candle is a pink candle, and your second strongest down candle is a red candle. Okay, so that's all you have to remember as far as candles are concerned. You see bright green, it has a high probability of going up. You see pink, you have a very high probability of going down. It couldn't be that more simple, right? Okay, and you see gray, we just stay out, or we pay attention to a reversal. Oh, and by the way, you can change any one of these colors. So if pink, if you hate the color pink, all right, no problem. You just got to remember what is your strongest down candle and what is your strongest up candle, and you can make it whatever colors you want. So we give you full autonomy there. All right. So let's say we're going down. Look at all those pink candles. Okay, this is an actual screenshot. Let's say we're going down. First off, you are going to get that background. It's going to color your background red. So you can just at a glance you can see the trend of the chart. Now this blue line is called the Maverick Guide. All right, the Maverick Guide. If you are under the blue line, you want to stay short. If you are above the blue line, I like to go long. Now, obviously, you can't just trade like with one rule. You'll get your butt handed to you. But as you'll see when we go back to the chart, it really does hold true a lot of the times unless you get into chop. So, I guess an easier way to say this is if you're above the blue line, I wouldn't recommend going short. If you are below the blue line, I wouldn't recommend you going long. If you look at it, we're just heading down here, and we are staying under the blue line. This thick line right here is the Maverick 200. It's your 200 EMA. But what we did is we coded it to be green if price is above the 200 and red if price is below the 200. So you don't have to go searching on your chart. You don't have to go, oh, which way is the trend? Are we above or below the 200? If this line is red, you're below the 200. If the line is green, you're above it. Then we have an EMA cloud to just make it more obvious where is the trend, which way are we going? And then you have all these arrows, and these arrows are not buy or sell signals. Don't get that confused. The arrows are not buy and sell signals. What the arrows are is they're telling you, so there's this big formula that this thing is doing in the background, and it's looking at multiple time frames and multiple formulas. And when you have one of these arrows, it's telling you that your fastest piece of this formula is going in that direction. I'm going to say that again. Your fastest piece of this formula is going in that direction. So what do I mean by that? You all know that if you're looking at multiple time frames, when you start to get a reversal of a trend, the 1 minute will change before the 30 minute, right? The 1 minute will start showing signs of a reversal way before the 30 minute or the 4 hour. Okay, because it's shorter time span to turn around. So we want that heads up. So if I'm heading down, as you see down here, if I'm heading down and all of a sudden I start to get up arrows, I got my antennas up, right? Because my fastest part of this formula is starting to turn around. Look, you get a reversal. Okay? So, even though the bars, went from pink to red, okay, antennas up. Well, now I got these arrows going, hey pal, the fastest part of your formula is starting to turn around. You might want to pay attention. Let's look at oh yeah, and it colors the background, but I already said that. So if we were going up, remember bright green is your strongest color for up. It's your strongest up candle. And look at all these arrows pointing up, right? So you're going to get your background trend will color. There's a couple options there. I'll go through that in a second. Your EMA cloud to make it as obvious as possible. You got your Maverick guide. Remember, when we're above the Maverick guide, that's when we're more looking for longs, and when we're below the Maverick guide, we're more looking for shorts. You have these up arrows telling you, hey, your fastest part of this formula is going in this direction. So this is very comforting when you're going up. and the Maverick guide is below you, right? Because you want to be above it to go long. And then you keep having these up arrows. It's like, whoo, okay, my fastest part of this formula is rocking with me. But look at this top here. The fastest part of the formula is going, we're starting to turn around. And then you went from bright green to gray. And then I bet you dropped off here potentially, or you chopped around. And then you have the Maverick 200, which is just your 200 EMA, and it'll color code whether price is above or below it because it's a really good indication of trend. Now, one other thing before we go back to the chart is you have two options for coloring your background. If you are a scalper or a quick day trader, we have a quick trend background option, and that will, it's just a quicker formula. It's gonna turn quicker to give you that heads up. And then we have a slower trend background, which is based on a completely very different formula, I guess I should say. And it's, some view it as a little bit safer of a formula. It's not gonna react to the quick little tiny changes in the market. It's gonna more stay on course. We've all been faked out before, so this kind of will keep you out of a little bit more fake outs. All right, so let me go back to the chart here. What did we learn? We learned that when you are below the blue line, that is your Maverick guide, you're looking for shorts. So let's just look at this. Let's take a test, okay? You just broke below your blue line here. All right, you broke below your blue line. You went from bright green candles up here. Let me just, if I could just zoom in here. Sorry, guys. Let me go like this so you can see it easier. All right. So, and this is lunchtime, so I don't know who trades around lunchtime, but so we come out of lunchtime and we break below the Maverick guide, this blue line. And look at these down arrows. Your fastest part of your indicator saying, hey, buddy, we're probably not going up anymore. And then look at it, it comes down. You got these gray bars, your antennas are up. You're like, okay, boy, we might be trying to change direction here. We got some more down arrows. We break above just a little bit. By the way, we're only on the 1 minute chart, so these aren't like 10-minute bars. We get a little bit above the Maverick guide, and then look at this. Boom. We find some resistance at your 200. That's why it's so important that it's on here. We color code it so you can see it at a glance. And then look, boom, I'm below my Maverick guide, below my Maverick guide. I come up, it respects not only the 200, but also the Maverick guide. And then wham, look at this move. I mean, if you just even started taking it once you started turning red, I mean, 62.31, nobody gets the whole move, but let's say you took it down to here. Oh my God. I mean, that's like a 30-point move. It's 120 ticks. ES pays $12 a tick. That's a big payday here. Not saying you're going to do that. I'm just saying, I'm not making any promises. Do your own research. Trading is risky. Most traders lose money. All right, so you come down, it respects the Maverick guide, and then it just comes flushing down. And look at all these down arrows just telling you, like, hey, buddy, like, we might be heading down. Your fastest part of this formula is heading down. We're below the 200 and just, and then, oh yeah, this is what I love to see. Pink candles. Pink candles. Now we start coming down and we start seeing pink candles. Look at it respect again the Maverick guide. Just respects it. It's so stinking cool. And I have this on the faster background so you can see it turn green for a little bit. And look, you got like a little green arrow here saying, you might be going up, but that's just because we're going sideways, right? When you're going sideways, the fastest part of your formula might look like it's going up, but it's not really. So you got to pay it. This is why you want the Maverick guide on your, so you don't go, oh my gosh, we're going up. No, dude, you're under your 200, you're under your Maverick guide. Um, and then we just flush down. Look at all these red arrows. Look at this pink. And meanwhile, you're just in this trade. You're in this trade, and you're just like chilling, right? Because it's pink, and you're under your Maverick guide, and you're just coming on down. All right, and then you start to come up, come down here, and then boom, 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 and then look. Okay, you know that what? Red is your second strongest down candle. Gray is your neutral. Green is your second strongest green candle. Okay, so look at these colors. You're coming down, you pop up, you respect the Maverick guide, you come down even more, and then you start getting what? Do you see any green arrows down here? You don't, right? But what do you start seeing here? Green arrows. It's saying, hey, heads up, heads up. The fastest part of your formula, okay, is starting to turn. So heads up. Oh, we break the Maverick guide. What did I tell you? When we're above the Maverick guide, we want to look for longs. When we're below the Maverick guide, we want to look for shorts. So it starts telling you, and look, you go from pink to red, and now we go to gray. And all those formulas that it's built into this indicator are turning around. Then guess what? Hello, we're now above our Maverick guide. We are above our the 200, and we just keep flushing up. It's just like, look at that move. I mean, how many points is this stinking move? And you now know pink is your strongest down, second strongest, gray, green, green arrows all the way up, above your Maverick guide, above your blue line, and now you're above your 200 EMA. And this is a 6185. Yeah, it's a 40-point move. You're not going to get all that. No trader does. Don't let anybody tell you they get that whole move unless they're like the craziest gambler ever. Um, but how sick is that? Now, look at this. As I'm recording this, the market just, this is after market, right? So I'm recording this on a Sunday night, and look how we opened. We opened right here with what? Bright green candles, bright green arrows above the Maverick guide. I mean, this is like, it's ridiculous. This has changed the game for me and my trading, but this was built on a pretty complex formula, and then it was ran through artificial intelligence through the research and development phase, and it came out ridiculous. Like, we are just so proud of this. And again, it can be a game changer for your trading. So I mean, where did we come up so far for here? We were 62.23 up to, yeah, you're up almost 20 points since market open, right? And you're above your Maverick guide. You got green arrows. You're bright green. But look at this now. Now you're starting to get a little dark green. So it might just chop along, or you might just come back down to the 200. All right. So again, hopefully you'll never see a chart the same way if you have this on your chart. Gray means reversal or indifferent. Red means your second strongest down. Pink is your strongest down. Okay. Then we start reversing. You go from pink to red to gray to dark green. And then we open and we just fly straight up. Okay. And then remember, your Maverick guide is there the whole way through to make sure that you stay on the right side of the tracks. All right, so that is the Maverick AI Pro. Listen, we have monthly options, we have a lifetime option. So if you just want to try it out, let it prove itself to you, right? If you want to save a whole boatload of money, go with the lifetime option. Right now, we have a bundle deal that's going on. Our other flagship indicator, Maverick Multi-X, and this thing is ridiculous. I do not trade without it. This thing is a game changer. And we have a bundle deal, and you can go watch another video. Again, it's one of our flagship indicators. Right now, if you get the lifetime license for both, and I don't know how long we're going to run this for, but if you get the lifetime license for both the Maverick AI Pro and the Maverick Multi-X, and boy, are they powerful together. And go watch some of the videos of the Maverick Multi-X. I have an explainer video up, and also a bunch of trading live trades using it. And the Maverick AI Pro, you can go watch live trades on these. Anybody that gets a lifetime license for both, it's a bundle price. And by the way, you get 75% off the second indicator. 75% off the second indicator if you get both of them, the lifetime license. As of right now, limited time only. Don't know how long we're going to do this for. We are always in research and development mode, and we are going to be releasing some more indicators that are just insanely awesome, in my opinion. And one of them that we are beta testing right now is our Maverick buy sell indicator. Okay, it's still in beta, it's still in research and development, but anybody that gets the lifetime license, we're actually giving that to you now. That's right. You will also get a free indicator, our Maverick buy and sell indicator that we are working hard and between traders and artificial intelligence, this thing is coming out pretty sweet. I have it on my charts right now every single day. So again, if you get the bundle with the AI Pro and the Maverick Multi-X, we're going to give you that free indicator, the Maverick buy sell beta version. We're also going to give you early access to any launches that we have and discounts on launches that we have. And we're also going to start opening up test groups. So if you want to be in a test group, let us know as we go into research and development on certain indicators. We're going to kind of cultivate some customers to go, hey, what do you think about this? Are you winning trades? Like, how's it going for you and all that stuff? So you'll get early access potentially to that. Now, we can't give it to everybody, but obviously our lifetime licensed customers we want to take really good care of, right? So if you're interested in either one of those indicators, go to maverickindicators.com. That's maverickindicators.com. Or you can also find us on wap.com, which is where we host all our indicators and we walk you through how to use them. Don't worry, we don't leave you, we show you how to install them, which is super easy. It takes 5 minutes. And then we show you how to use them. All right. So go to maverickindicators.com.